The gym was always a busy place in the evenings. People came here to train, to learn martial arts, and to push their limits. It was a small gym, but it had a strong community. Everyone knew each other's names, and everyone respected the sport. There was a sense of family here. Among the members, Sam was the best fighter. He was known for his fast moves and strong punches. He had won many local competitions and was proud of his skills. Sam was confident and liked to joke around, especially when he was with his friends in the gym. He was not mean, but sometimes his jokes could be a little too bold. One rainy evening, as the sun was setting, new people came to the gym. One of them was a woman named Maya. She was quiet, calm, and strong-looking. Maya had recently moved to the town and had decided to join the gym to learn self-defense and build her strength. She was not here to show off or to compete with anyone, she just wanted to grow stronger. Maya watched the others train, her eyes steady and focused. She had a gentle smile, but there was something about her that made people curious. She did not talk much, but when she did, her words showed wisdom beyond her years. Sam noticed her right away. He was used to being the center of attention, and the presence of a new face caught his interest. He watched as Maya practiced quietly on her own, punching the air with careful movements and steady breath. He thought to himself, she looks serious, but can she really fight? Later, when everyone was taking a short break, Sam walked over to Maya with a playful grin. He wanted to have some fun and test her a little. "Hey," Sam called out loudly, "how about a little fight? Let's see if you can keep up with me." His voice echoed through the gym, and the others turned to look. Some of them smiled, expecting Maya to laugh it off or say no. After all, Sam was a black belt, and Maya was new. It seemed like a joke more than a serious challenge. Maya looked at Sam calmly. She did not smile or laugh. Instead, she nodded slightly and said softly, "Okay, I will fight." The room grew quiet. Everyone stopped talking and watched the scene. No one expected Maya to say yes. The laughter stopped. Sam raised his eyebrows in surprise but did not back down. "All right, then. Let's see what you've got," he said. The gym trainer stepped forward and said, "Make it fair. No hard hits at first. Just practice and learn." Everyone agreed. Maya wrapped her hands carefully with the cloth provided in the gym. She moved slowly but with purpose. Sam stretched and prepared himself, confident but a little more serious now. The fight was about to start. Sam took the first step forward. He threw a quick jab toward Maya's face. It was a simple move, but fast. Maya did not panic. She moved her head just enough to avoid the punch. Then she stepped back calmly. Sam was surprised. She had good reflexes. Maya moved forward slowly, watching Sam's movements carefully. She was not rushing. She kept her balance and stayed relaxed. Sam smiled, thinking this was going to be an easy match. He threw a few more punches and kicks, trying to test her. But every time, Maya dodged or blocked with skill. Her movements were smooth and controlled. The gym was watching closely now. The mood had changed from joking to serious. People whispered to each other, wondering who this woman was and where she had learned to fight. Maya did not say much during the fight. She was focused and calm. Every move she made was like she was reading Sam's mind. She was not trying to hurt him but to show that she could defend herself. Sam tried to increase his speed. He wanted to show that he was still the best fighter in the gym. But Maya was ready. She caught his wrist once and gently pushed him away. For a moment, the gym was silent. No one moved or spoke. Everyone was amazed. Sam laughed quietly and said, "Not bad. You're better than I thought." Maya smiled softly and said, "Thank you. I still have much to learn." The trainer stepped forward and called time. The fight was over for now. Maya helped Sam stand straight. He looked at her with new respect. The challenge that started as a joke had turned into a moment of real skill and courage. From that day, people in the gym started looking at Maya differently. She was not just the quiet new woman. She was someone with strength and heart. Maya knew this was only the beginning. She had joined the gym to find peace and power inside herself. This fight was a step on her journey. The rain outside had stopped, and the sun was gone. Inside the gym, a new story had started. A story of respect, courage, and the quiet strength of a woman who had silenced the room with her calm power. After the fight, the gym was filled with a new kind of energy. The usual chatter and noise had quieted down, replaced by a feeling of curiosity and respect. People looked at Maya differently now. She was no longer just the new person, she was someone who had shown real skill and courage in front of everyone. Sam sat on the bench, wiping the sweat from his face. He was used to winning, but today, Maya had surprised him. For the first time in a long while, he felt a little unsure. He wanted to understand how she had moved so calmly and quickly, how she had stood her ground without showing any fear. Maya sat on the opposite side of the room, quietly catching her breath. Her heart was still beating fast, but her face was calm. She did not speak much, but her eyes held a quiet strength that everyone could see. The gym trainer, Mr. Lewis, came over and smiled kindly. "Maya, you surprised us all today. You fought with skill and respect. That is what martial arts is really about." Maya nodded. "Thank you, sir. I am still learning." Mr. Lewis looked at Sam and said, "And you, Sam, you have a good spirit. But remember, true strength is not just in winning, it is in respect, patience, and learning from every fight." Sam listened quietly. He was beginning to see that Maya had brought something new to the gym, something more than just fighting skills. The other members started gathering around Maya, asking questions. Where had she learned to fight? Why had she joined the gym? Maya answered simply. "I grew up in a small town," she said softly. "I faced many hard times. I learned to fight because I had to protect myself and those I love. Martial arts helped me find peace and strength." Her words touched many. People could see that her calm was not just about skill, it was about experience and heart. One of the younger students, a boy named Alex, looked at Maya with wide eyes. "Do you think I can fight like you one day?" Maya smiled gently. "Yes, Alex. If you work hard and never give up, you can be strong." Her kindness made Alex feel hopeful. He was just starting to learn, and hearing Maya's words gave him new courage. Sam watched all this and felt a strange mix of feelings. He was proud of the gym and his own skills, but he realized that today he had learned something important too. It was not about being the best or making jokes, it was about respect and understanding. Over the next few days, Maya came to the gym regularly. She trained hard but quietly. She never bragged or showed off. Instead, she focused on improving herself. Slowly, people began to ask her for advice. They wanted to learn how to stay calm in a fight, how to respect their opponents, and how to find strength inside. Maya was happy to help. She believed that martial arts were about more than just winning fights. It was about growing as a person, facing fears, and building confidence. One afternoon, Sam approached Maya during a break. He looked a little nervous but honest. "Can you teach me some of your moves?" he asked. Maya smiled. "Of course. We can learn from each other." From that moment, a new friendship began. Sam, who was once just the confident fighter, started to see the value of patience and calm. Maya, who had joined quietly, became a teacher and a friend to many. The gym felt different now. It was not just a place for fighting, it was a place where people learned to believe in themselves and each other. But Maya's journey was not easy. There were days when she felt tired or doubted herself. She remembered the hard times she had faced and how far she had come. Each day, she reminded herself why she was here to grow stronger, not just in body but in heart. One evening, after training, Maya sat alone in the quiet gym. She looked around at the empty mats and the soft light coming through the windows. She thought about the fight with Sam and the changes it had brought. A soft smile came to her face. She felt ready for whatever came next. She knew that strength was more than just physical power. It was the calm inside, the courage to face challenges, and the kindness to lift others up. As Maya left the gym that night, the air was cool and fresh. The stars were bright above, shining like silent witnesses to her journey. And inside the gym, the story of the quiet woman who had stood strong and calm was just beginning. The next morning, the gym was buzzing with energy as usual. People came in early, ready to train and improve their skills. Maya arrived quietly, as she always did, tying her shoes and preparing her gear with careful movements. She knew that every day was an opportunity to get better. Sam was already there, stretching near the punching bag. He watched Maya as she warmed up, a thoughtful look on his face. The last fight had stayed in his mind. He realized he hadn't faced anyone like her before, someone calm, focused, and patient. "Hey Maya," Sam called out with a friendly smile. "Want to practice together?" Maya looked up and nodded. "Yes, I want to learn from you, and maybe you can learn from me too." Sam laughed. "Deal." They moved to the center of the gym, where the mats were soft and safe for sparring. The trainer, Mr. Lewis, watched closely. He had seen many students come and go, but he could sense something special between these two fighters. "Remember," Mr. Lewis said, "this is practice. No hard punches, just focus on technique and learning." Sam and Maya bowed to each other, a sign of respect. Then they took their positions. Sam was quick to make the first move. He threw a light jab toward Maya's face, testing her reaction. Maya moved her head just enough to avoid the punch, then gently stepped back. Her body was relaxed but ready. Sam smiled, impressed by her calmness. "You're quick," he said. Maya nodded. "I watch carefully before I move." Sam tried a low kick next. It was fast and aimed at Maya's side. But Maya anticipated it. She shifted her weight and blocked the kick with her arm. The gym was watching quietly, amazed at her skill. Maya did not attack immediately. Instead, she waited for the right moment. Her eyes were focused, reading Sam's movements like a quiet storm gathering strength. Then, suddenly, she moved. Maya stepped forward and threw a gentle but precise punch toward Sam's chest. It was not meant to hurt but to test her own speed and accuracy. Sam felt the hit but smiled. "Good. You have control." They continued to move carefully around the mat. Every punch and kick was measured. Neither wanted to hurt the other, but both wanted to learn. The gym trainer nodded with approval. "This is how it should be," he said. "Martial arts is about control, respect, and understanding your opponent." As they fought, Sam noticed something different in Maya. She was not just reacting, she was thinking. Every move was planned and calm, like she was one step ahead. "Where did you learn to fight like this?" Sam asked during a short pause. Maya looked at him and said softly, "I trained in different places. I learned to listen to my body and my mind." Sam thought about that. He had always trained hard but sometimes rushed without thinking. Maya's patience was a lesson for him. They began again, moving faster this time. Sam threw a series of punches, but Maya blocked and dodged smoothly. Then she caught his wrist again and gently twisted it, causing Sam to lose balance for a moment. The gym gasped quietly. No one had seen Maya move so quickly before. Sam smiled, impressed but not defeated. "You're full of surprises," he said. Maya smiled back. We all have surprises inside us. The practice continued for another hour. Both fighters grew tired but happy. They were learning from each other, growing stronger together. After the session, Maya and Sam sat on the bench, drinking water. The other gym members came over, asking questions and praising their skills. Maya felt happy but tired. She knew she had to keep working hard. Fighting was not just about strength, it was about heart, focus, and respect. Sam looked at Maya and said, "Thank you for teaching me patience." Maya nodded. "And thank you for teaching me to trust myself." The gym felt warmer now. It was more than just a place to fight, it was a place where people could grow, learn, and support each other. As the day ended, Maya packed her bag slowly. She thought about the path ahead. There would be many challenges, but she was ready. The quiet strength inside her was growing stronger every day. And with each step, she was writing her own story, one of courage, respect, and hope. Days passed, and the gym began to change. The air felt different, filled with new energy and respect. Maya was no longer just a new face, she was becoming a strong presence. People watched her closely, eager to learn from her quiet confidence. Sam and Maya trained together almost every day now. Their friendship was growing, built on trust and respect. Sam admired Maya's patience and calmness. Maya admired Sam's speed and strength. Together, they pushed each other to be better. One afternoon, the gym was crowded. A few new members had joined, curious about Maya's story. The trainer, Mr. Lewis, decided to hold a friendly sparring match to help everyone practice. "All right, everyone," Mr. Lewis announced, "today we will have some matches, but remember, this is about learning. No hard hits. Show respect." The gym buzzed with excitement. Sam was paired with another fighter, but Maya was asked to spar against Sam again. This time, it was different. The challenge was real, and the gym was ready to watch. Sam stretched and smiled confidently. "Ready for round 2, he asked. Maya nodded calmly. "Yes." They moved to the center of the mat. The room quieted down, and all eyes were on them. The trainer gave the signal, and the match began. Sam started fast, throwing quick punches and kicks. He wanted to win, but also wanted to test Maya's limits. Maya didn't panic. She moved smoothly, dodging and blocking each attack. Her eyes stayed calm and focused. She waited patiently, watching Sam's every move. Then came the turning point. Sam threw a strong punch toward Maya's face. Maya stepped back quickly, avoiding the punch. But instead of running away, she closed the distance between them in a heartbeat. With perfect timing, Maya grabbed Sam's wrist and twisted it gently but firmly. Sam stumbled, surprised by her strength. Maya followed quickly with a light strike to his side, not to hurt him, but to show control. The gym fell silent. No one expected Maya to move so quickly and confidently. The energy in the room shifted. This was no longer a simple sparring match, it was a lesson in strength and respect. Sam looked at Maya with new admiration. He smiled and said, "You've improved a lot." Maya smiled back. "Thank you. You helped me get better." The match continued, but now it was different. Both fighters respected each other deeply. They moved like partners in a dance, careful but strong. Mr. Lewis nodded proudly. "This is what martial arts is about. Not just fighting, but learning and growing." After the match, Sam and Maya sat together, catching their breath. "Today was different," Sam said. "You surprised me again. You're not just calm, you're strong and smart." Maya looked at him and said, "Strength is not only about power. It is about knowing when to act and when to wait." Sam thought about those words. He had always believed that power was everything, but Maya was teaching him a new way. The gym members came over, clapping and smiling. They talked about the match, about Maya's skill and patience. One of the new members, a young woman named Sarah, said quietly, "I want to be like Maya, strong and calm." Maya smiled gently. "You can. It takes time and practice, but you can." That evening, as the gym emptied, Maya stayed behind for a moment. She sat on the mat, thinking about her journey. She remembered the challenges she had faced before coming here, the hard days, the moments of doubt. But now, she felt stronger inside. The gym was no longer just a place to train, it was a place where she was becoming who she wanted to be. The door creaked open, and Sam walked in. "Hey," he said, sitting beside her. "Thank you for today. You taught me more than I thought I could learn." Maya smiled softly. "We teach each other." They sat quietly for a moment, watching the moonlight through the window. Outside, the world was big and sometimes scary. But inside the gym, two fighters had found respect, strength, and friendship. Maya knew that this was just the beginning. There would be more challenges ahead, but she was ready. Because true strength was not only in the body, it was in the heart and mind. And Maya was ready to face whatever came next, with calm and courage. The gym was unusually quiet after the match between Maya and Sam. No one spoke for a moment. The usual sounds of punches hitting bags and feet moving across mats had stopped. Everyone was still, thinking about what they had just seen. Maya stood tall and calm, her breathing steady. She looked at Sam, who was catching his breath, a small smile on his face. The fight had been more than just a test of skill, it had shown something deeper, a quiet strength that surprised everyone. Sam wiped the sweat from his forehead and slowly stood up. He looked at Maya with new respect. "I didn't expect you to be so strong," Sam said honestly. "You really surprised me." Maya smiled gently. "Strength comes in many ways. Sometimes it is quiet." The room was silent, but the silence was full of meaning. Everyone in the gym felt it. The joke that started the fight had ended in something real and important. The trainer, Mr. Lewis, stepped forward and spoke softly. "Today, we all learned something. Martial arts is not just about fighting others. It's about fighting the doubts inside us, and learning to respect each other." His words made the silence deeper. People nodded, understanding what he meant. One by one, the gym members came closer to Maya. They wanted to shake her hand, to tell her she had done well. But Maya did not want to be the center of attention. She was humble and kind. A young man named Leo spoke up. "Maya, you taught me something today. Not just about fighting, but about believing in myself." Maya looked at him warmly. "Thank you, Leo. We all have strength inside us. Sometimes, we just need to find it." As the evening wore on, the gym slowly returned to its usual noise. But the energy was different now. People moved with more respect, spoke with more kindness. Sam stayed behind to clean up. Maya packed her bag quietly. The two shared a look of understanding. They had crossed a line from being just fighters to being friends who respected and learned from each other. Before leaving, Sam said, "Maya, I'd like to train with you more. I think we can help each other grow." Maya nodded. "I would like that." Outside, the sky was dark, and stars twinkled softly. The night felt peaceful, like the world was watching and waiting. Maya walked home slowly, her thoughts deep. She remembered her past, the struggles, the moments when she felt weak. But tonight, she felt strong. Not because of the fight, but because she had shown courage and grace. At home, Maya sat by the window and looked at the stars. She knew the journey ahead would be long, with many challenges. But she was ready. She had found a new strength not just in her body, but in her heart. Back at the gym, the story of the fight was already being told. But it was not just about who won or lost. It was about respect, courage, and the quiet power of a woman who stood tall when others doubted her. Maya's journey had touched everyone in the gym. And for many, it was a reminder that strength comes in many forms. As she closed her eyes that night, Maya smiled. She was no longer the quiet newcomer. She was a fighter not just in the gym, but in life. And that was the beginning of something new, something powerful. It was a quiet morning at the gym. The sun was just starting to rise, casting soft light through the windows. Maya arrived early, as usual. She liked the calm of the morning, the peaceful moments before the noise of training began. She started warming up slowly, stretching her arms and legs. The gym was empty except for Mr. Lewis, who was cleaning the mats. The sound of a broom against the floor was the only noise. Suddenly, the door opened, and a man walked in. He was tall, with a kind face, but his eyes showed worry. Everyone in the gym looked up. "Good morning," the man said softly. "I am looking for Maya." Maya stopped and looked at him. "I am Maya," she said. "Can I help you?" The man took a deep breath. "My name is Daniel. I heard about you and your strength. I need help." Maya was surprised. She did not know Daniel, but something in his voice made her listen carefully. Daniel explained that he was new to town and had problems he could not solve alone. He had heard that Maya was strong not just in fighting but in heart. Maya felt a strange feeling in her chest. She was used to training and fighting, but helping others was something new. "What kind of help do you need?" Maya asked gently. Daniel looked down and said, "I have a younger brother who is being bullied. I don't know how to protect him. I was hoping you could teach me how to defend him." Maya's eyes softened. She understood the fear and pain in Daniel's words. She remembered her own struggles and the times she had felt powerless. "You came to the right place," Maya said quietly. "I will help you." For the rest of the morning, Maya showed Daniel some basic moves. She taught him how to stand strong, how to block, and how to keep calm. Daniel was eager but nervous. He made mistakes, but Maya was patient. She encouraged him, telling him that strength came from practice and courage. As they trained, more people came into the gym. Sam joined them, watching Daniel's progress. He smiled and said, "You're doing good. Keep it up." Daniel looked at Maya with gratitude. "Thank you for helping me. I feel more hopeful now." Maya smiled back. "It's not just about fighting. It's about believing in yourself." By the afternoon, Daniel was tired but proud. He had learned more than he expected. More importantly, he had found hope. As Daniel left the gym, Maya felt a new sense of purpose. She realized that her strength was not only for herself but for others who needed help. Later that evening, Maya talked with Sam about the visit. "It was unexpected," Maya said. "I didn't know I could help someone like that." Sam nodded. "You have a gift, Maya. You inspire people without even trying." Maya smiled shyly. "I just want to make a difference." Sam looked at her seriously. "You already are." The next days were filled with more training. Maya worked with Daniel and others who wanted to learn. The gym became a place not just for fighting, but for healing and support. Maya felt happy and strong. She knew her journey was changing not just for herself but for the whole community. One evening, as the gym emptied and the lights grew dim, Maya sat alone for a moment. She thought about the man who had come looking for help. She thought about the power inside her, power that was quiet but real. And she knew that her story was far from over. There were many people out there who needed strength, courage, and hope. Maya smiled to herself. The quiet woman who had once been a stranger was becoming a leader. And the gym was ready for whatever came next. The gym was quiet that evening, with only a few people left practicing their moves. Maya sat near the window, watching the sun slowly set. The warm colors filled the room, and a gentle calmness settled in the air. It had been weeks since the fight with Sam that had changed everything. Since then, Maya had become more than just a fighter. She had become a symbol of strength and calm for the whole gym. People came to her for advice, for training, and sometimes just to talk. Sam walked over and sat down beside her. "You've changed the gym, Maya. I don't think anyone here will ever forget you." Maya smiled softly. "We all change together. I learned from you, and from everyone here." Sam looked at her with respect. "You taught me something important. True strength is inside us. Not just muscle or speed." Maya nodded. "Yes. It is the courage to keep going, even when it's hard." At that moment, Mr. Lewis walked in, carrying a small box. He smiled kindly and said, "I have something for you, Maya." Maya looked surprised. "For me?" Mr. Lewis nodded. "The gym has made this for you. To thank you for bringing new spirit and strength to all of us." He opened the box, revealing a black belt. It was clean, strong, and had Maya's name stitched on it. The gym members gathered around, clapping quietly. Maya's eyes filled with tears. She stood up, holding the belt carefully. "I don't know what to say," she whispered. Mr. Lewis said, "You earned it, Maya. Not just because of your skill, but because of your heart and courage." Sam smiled and said, "This is just the beginning, Maya. You have so much more to give." Maya felt a deep warmth inside. The belt was more than a piece of cloth. It was a symbol of her journey, her struggles, and her growth. She looked around at the faces of her friends and teachers. She remembered the first day she came to the gym, feeling nervous and unsure. Now, she was not alone. She was part of something bigger, a family that believed in strength, respect, and kindness. Maya tied the black belt around her waist. It fit perfectly, like it had always been there. She took a deep breath and said, "Thank you all. I promise to keep learning, to keep growing, and to help others find their strength too." The gym erupted in quiet cheers and smiles. That night, as Maya walked home, she felt peaceful. The journey had been hard, but it was worth every step. She knew there would be challenges ahead, days of doubt, days of struggle. But she also knew she was ready. Because true strength was not just about fighting others, it was about fighting the fear inside, standing tall, and never giving up. Maya smiled at the stars above. Her story was still being written, but now, she knew the strength within her was powerful enough to face anything. And with that quiet power, Maya was ready to shine.